Hey guys, Clumsy here. Welcome back to Clumsy Trucking Friday. Official now, not anymore ad hoc. Thank you for joining, guys. Welcome to our early birds. Jack is number 1. And at a very close second is Scotsman. How are you guys? ER and Silver Wolf. There we go, my words. Thank you, appreciate the sub. 3 months. Time flies, huh? Congrats to your bronze badge, by the way. Yar, Alex. You're liking this DLC. Me likey this as well. Me likey. Can't wait to check out the other routes. You don't have this DLC yet. Well, you are in luck. I'll be announcing something. Good evening, Ivan. Thank you for joining. In Macadin. Good morning or good evening. Welcome back to the stream. Glad you made it. So, I got an email yesterday from Pavel. Not the Pavel founder, SCS. One of the marketing head, I think, of SCS. Pavel Medek, I think his name is. Yes, you have a lovely bronze GG now. And he actually provided me 2 review keys. And since I bought the DLC already, that means you guys can have a chance to win one of those today. And yes, we'll be giving out 2 keys in this stream. So we'll do one job, we'll do one giveaway, do another job, and then another giveaway. It is ATS. Yes, because Special Transport DLC just released yesterday or 2 days ago. So we will be giving it a go. Uh-oh, giveaway and Rohan already owns it. Did he buy it? Yeah. Actually, yeah, I hope I can give it away. But I told Pavel I'll be giving it away because I couldn't wait for the keys anymore. I had to buy my own copy. Yeah, alright, let me load up the game. And I have a couple of new mods. Nothing major, but I was modding some things a while ago. And I'll be sure to share with you my screen at the very least. This is just like work. At work, because we usually do like teleconferencing. And we have to share our screen. Okay, wait a second, let me share my screen. Can you see it? That is like the almost always the line. Alright, there we go. So can you see my screen? You did the giant tires. Congrats. Hachi Gyoza Senpai. Welcome back. How are you? Just watched the Special Transport video. Hope you are as hyped as we are. So, what is new? You'll see the Piva superiorness. I downloaded the Piva fix, the dashboard. Although there is a watch out here. So this is in the mods list, ! mods for the complete list. And under accessories, there is this link here. But when you go to that thread, it's going to be a bit tricky because there will be 2 download, actually 3 or 4 download links, and it's quite confusing. But you have to download both the version 1 and then the version 2. So you see here, this is like version 1 at the bottom. And then version 2 at the top. Because when you download only version 2, which is what I did initially, the game crashes. You need also the version 1 in there, which is a bit weird. Thank you. Thanks, Jack. And then I have my own creation. You know, I've been griping about the windshield since the Volvo VNL released. So I loaded it up in Blender. And did the usual windshield tint fix, so that should be non-existent now. Although the interesting thing is Alex doesn't seem to have the overexposure problem. So I'm interested to hear if you guys have it as well, or as if it's just me. Good evening, sports fan. Thank you for joining. Piva superior indeed, yes. Also, I wanted to try out SIP's Real AI engine sounds. Who was it who recommended it in Discord? Oh man, My memory is not too good. You guys remind me. But the video was sounding very nice. Initially, I tried this out in its earlier versions, and it was a bit exaggerated. Like every car was a race car. The latest video I've seen though, it's sounding pretty realistic, and each car has its own engine sound. So it's something I wanted to try. That one. You're trying to get the new version of your real company's mod because your current one was outdated. Well, what I use is mainly this one, Real Company Logo 3D by P16, and this is available in the Steam Workshop. That replaces the company logos with 3D models as well, not only textures. And it also replaces the trailers to their equivalent real companies versions. Preparing your dinner. Enjoy. What are you having? Yeah. That should work. Also, I was planning to add sounds, change the Volvo VNL sounds. So I tried the link you showed me guys in the ATS mod site, ats.lt. But it's Grishmum, but the definition files that the author made were a bit not polished. So like missing engine brakes, missing sound files when I looked at it, so I removed it already. So we'll be sticking with stock SCS sounds for the Volvo, which are actually pretty good. And when I looked inside the definition files, imagine there are like 5 or 6 engine brake sounds for varying RPMs. Normally, if you look at the other mods, you would only get, my Mrs. Clumsy, you would only get 1 or 2 engine brake sounds. The SCS sounds, they have 5 or 6. So definitely a lot of variety, a lot of oomph there. Yeah. PIVA dashboard. Exactly. So yes, we'll be sticking with the STS stock sounds, as weird as that sounds like. Normally STS stock sounds are not very good, but in this case I think they've upped their game. Although to be fair, it looks very polished, the SCS stock sounds, but they do seem to have the same set of sounds for the Volvo engine and the Cummins ISX 15 engine. So regardless which you choose, it's going to sound the same. That's the only gripe, but it will sound the same nicely. Yes, exactly, Alex. SCS engine sounds are really good. Ingat. Stinky Llama, glad to see you. Glad you made it. How's the connection? Stinky Llama recently got an upgrade on his ISP. Unfortunately, we do not have transcoding, so you'll have to load it up at 720p 60. I hope it's working out for you. Yeah, Twitch hates me. That never gives me transcoding. Alright, let's load her up and see how the dashboard looks like and everything else. Actually, let's go look for a job. You know what, let me load it up first, because when you're using VT log, you have to drive first before you pick a job. I think it's part of their known issues thing. If you pick a job before driving, it won't get logged. So we're still using the same skin. I haven't tried the Cheese Sports Clumsy skin yet. We'll try that next time. I'm really liking this red and black pattern. Perfect for oversized load. But when I go back to the box trailers, I'll be sure to check out the Cheese Sports Clumsy trucking skin for the Volvo VNL. It is in the Steam Workshop, so you guys can check it out. Twitch capped at 3500 kbps. Yes, I lowered it down for you guys. I could stream at 6000, but it's going to alienate a lot of people. XBSS3 appeared. Nice. Good to hear. Good to hear. Yeah, I heard from someone else that he's coming back, but now that he's personally posting again, that's great news. So you can see the overexposure is not a thing anymore. The exterior looks exactly the same as the interior, and if you peek out, it actually lightens a bit instead of darkening, which means inside it's just a teeny weeny bit darker than outside, which is perfect, just like a normal tint. Yeah, so there you have it. Let's hear the engine. Not too shabby. Even from the outside, sounds very good. And I think this is one of my most favorite engine brakes I've heard. The very gurgly engine brakes, and now I discovered it has like varied engine brakes depending on your RPM range. Piva Superior dashboard, you'll see it's quite different. Upper left, that 0 is your speedometer, a digital speedo. And then you can change into cruise control. What is this? Engine temperature? Or no, I guess ambient temperature. That's the engine oil temperature. Climbing up and up. Or I think that's that one. Okay, temperature. I suck at this. That is the trip distance. I guess we can reset that. There you go. Driving time, I guess. And the distance for fuel. Let's stick to... There is no fuel consumption. One sec. I think it's this one. Yeah, that's that one. Let's go with that. Kinda dream in Viva Mexico map mods. Congrats. Good luck. You'll enjoy it. For us in this stream at least, we'll be sticking with the default map because we have a lot of special transport jobs to do. So I want to explore all of the routes. We've done that, right? Fresno to Bakersfield, I think. Eureka to Reading, we've done. Truckee to Carson City, we have not yet. We can do that as a warm-up. Good evening, Ink Clicker. Wow, that sounds yummy. How are you? Thanks for joining. That Socorro to Tucson route is epic. Let's start with that then. Let us start with that. Socorro to Tucson. Oh, I don't think I have it though. I don't think it's here. Oh, there it is. There it is. Let's get that one, the large reservoir tank. So what I did in the video, if you've seen it, I released it yesterday. Huge construction. That's the one I took, and I kind of crashed into a lot of folks. So let's take that one, large reservoir tank. So it's a bit more manageable. Hey, super. Why poopies? Thank goodness you put the P there instead of another letter. Let's not go into that one. Okay, let's take this. Socorro. Cheater. I still can't understand why Walmart would have all these kinds of loads. It's freaky. Large reservoir tank. I wonder what that contains. Well, I guess it doesn't have anything at the moment. Let's take that then. Cheater. Yeah, Walmart, it is expanding. Oh crap. I forgot the time, but I think it's okay. So we'll be experiencing some sunset drives because the sunset is not due for a bit of a time anyway. Sunset is a bit late here. 410 miles. Yeah, it's going to take a while. Okay, this is not so massive. This is manageable. And as I say that, I'm sure I'll crash somewhere. Where's the light coming from? Oh, the beacon's there. Okay. We have our own set of beacons. We can do that. Hey, Kelly. Welcome back. Thanks for joining again. How are you? Lights? Not yet. So I still have the Allison transmission. Later on, we'll probably, maybe we can switch to a manual, just for more challenge. That will not be a very good recipe for me. In Dallas, Fort Worth in the US, Saturday morning, they're calling for a freeze. Wow, is it that time of the year already? Calling for snow. Not ready for that either. Oh, it's coming. Now we can really say winter is coming. Man, my goodness, look at that sky. Beautiful. Kirill was asking me if I turned down the weather settings in the previous special transport video. I did not change anything. Weather is still ultra, yes. But I'm not sure why he was asking. If I was noticing like a degrading quality or if it was smoother or something. Look at that dashboard. Indeed. You were below freezing this morning. Wow. What is 0 degrees in Fahrenheit? 0 degrees Celsius in Fahrenheit. That's a massive, massive trailer. Viva, viva, viva. Did he mean rain? Well, it didn't rain when I was doing the special transport job. So I guess he was noticing something in the clouds or in the... I don't know. Not really sure. Oh, I didn't need to stop. The escort in front stopped as well. He was probably thinking, what the heck is this guy doing? Why is he stopping at the traffic light? Was 5 degrees Celsius today. Wow, that's 32 Fahrenheit is 0 degrees Celsius. I see. Goodness. Yuck. Have to get the winter clothes ready. You know, it still always surprises people when they find out that we actually have winter clothes stored here. Like, where do you buy those from? Because it's a little known fact, I guess, but Singaporeans do like to travel. And so there are a lot of winter outfit stores here, and they actually survive. One sec, how do we turn here? Yeah, that's fine. That wide angle mirror is quite useless in this regard. It's too deformed to be of any use. Hey, Hendy. Glad you made it, man. How are you? Any chance Santa heard your plea? Had 2 degrees this morning. You had snow 2 weeks ago. Goodness. Didn't realize it was that cold already. It's not even December yet. It's not even half of November. Wow. Spent a few hours today testing out the Volvo and MP. It was rather delightful. Oh, glad to see that it's actually compatible already. No update needed. My goodness, that looks so good. We'll have to take a photo. That looks so good. Now, how do we take a shot of this? We can show everything, I think. Show the road, the clouds, the truck, and remove the blur. And voila. We have A very nice thumbnail worthy shot. Screenshot command is working. I wonder if the clumsy command will work. Don't you guys even try to call it. You're good. Night off from repairing crashed trucks. You're at home crashing them instead. For a change, right? Nice. Have you had a next-gen Scania lined up for repairs or repaints? Has anyone crashed the next-gen Scania yet? Have you been trucking, Alex? Oh, he sure has been. He has been trucking a lot. You're being showered with a lot of very nice screenshots on the Discord. My goodness, hear that sound. Those engine sounds are super crisp. And if you just... So I extracted the files for the Volvo and I looked at the sound files. If you just play them, man, they are super crisp and high quality. They really have such nice recording equipment. Oh, that is getting very steep. Pedal on the metal. Certainly trucking. Because the problem was that we have some very talented modders. Krishbom, Lean, Vasily. Oh, and speaking of Vasily, there's a new sound mod released by EVR. For the Volvo FH this time. So I'll definitely give that a go. Maybe in one of the silent trucking episodes or in one of the ATS2 main series episodes. We'll check that out for sure. Evil Genius, and I can't say I have, but I've heard about it. Is it good? How was the gameplay like? Also, there is good news. Alexei P looks like he's working on the interior of the Volvo VNL. He has shared some screenshots already of the much improved textures, because this is one of the less detailed interiors that SCS has done. If you look at the steering wheel, very low quality compared to their usual one. Compare that to the steering wheel of the next-gen Scania. Yeah, they are worlds apart. You repaired the next gen after 2 weeks. Usual repair, near side step and bumper section. Ah, interesting. Interesting. That's so nice. Seeing a next gen Scania up close and all the other trucks as well. And you even get to drive them when you get home. Yeah, the only sucky sound remaining in the SCS stock sounds are the ones we've heard yesterday. Yeah, those ones. My goodness, this is kind of heavy, huh? I think I really have to step on it. Well, I guess I can't step on it because the fuel is full. They filled my tanks anyway. So I shouldn't be worrying about fuel consumption. Look at our fuel consumption at the moment. 2.6 miles per gallon. Not very good. Let's not look at that anymore. Let's just look at I don't know, that one. Fuel tanks. Yes, it is very good and it is on Steam. I heard about it before. I can't remember the concept. Is that the one where you... No, I think I'm thinking of a different game. I think I'm thinking of like Dungeon Keeper, where you like set traps and you're the villain or something. Is it something similar to that? Wrong Volvo, hey Sheng. I told you I told you I could move the FH sounds to the VNL. You didn't like it. You said heresy. But yeah, I don't agree either. You've been playing in your yard in an Actros all week. Wow, that's cool. So how does it drive? How does an Actros feel like? Does it have that premium feel? And is this an MP4? Wait a minute, have I missed somebody? Those horn sounds, exactly. Worst horn sounds ever. So I don't think I picked the best time to do this job, because it looks like we won't be able to see a lot of the interesting stuff. Although, because the remaining is 64 hours, technically speaking, I could just sit here, fast forward the time, so at least we get a sunny weather. I guess I can do that. I think I did that before in ETS too. Let's try that. If the sky becomes too dark, I think we can do that as a workaround. It's also heresy to do heavy transport with a VNL. Don't they do that? Well, they have a flat thingy here. They have a flat cab. So I assumed it was something heavy haul-ish. Just came here to say hi, leaving for a vacation with family to experience snow. Wow, congrats. Enjoy it. For a person who doesn't live in a snowy area, that's a good thing. If you live in snow, maybe you hate it already. But I can definitely understand that feeling of excitement with snow. I have the same feeling. Where are you going, Yash? You almost never see heavy haul with aerodynamic trucks in the US. Ah, the 800, sub 900, C79, 89 Max. Good to know. I wonder why that is. Don't they have enough power? Or are they too sophisticated? Are they too modern for the heavy haul? They drive well. Smooth gears unlike the jerky MENs. Ah, I didn't know MENs had jerky gears. Modeling in ETS is great when you know the real thing. Wow, look at that. How that transitioned into pitch blackness. That was quite abrupt. Let's stop here for a second. Will the escort stop as well? Yes, he will. Let me save it. I think I can save it mid-game. Man, you. With the engine and torque. Probably more torque with the other trucks, huh? Maybe. Ta-da! Good thing the remaining time is like infinite. So at least we have better visuals. Cheating! No, we just simulated that we slept on the road. Literally, on the road. We'll be running Packard or DDs. So it's more for... how do you say? Highway driving. Box trailers and stuff. Heavy haul, you almost always see the cat documents. I see. Look at how he bullies his fellow police officer. MAN auto gearbox is like launch control. Terrible to hook into trailers. Boom. Rip. What cheating? No cheating here. So it's Clumsy gaming, it's cheater gaming. No one saw that. everyone saw that. So if you just joined the stream, we will be having a giveaway later after the job, so stick around if you don't have a copy of this special transport DLC yet. Oh, 2 knots speed. That will be quite dangerous. So Piva's dashboard has retarder indicators, you saw there. Maybe we'll see it again. Lower left of the computer dashboard. But I don't think we'll see it now. Also has jake brake indicators and stuff. That is what was missing before. It's a superior dashboard. Exactly. He also has some, so along with this dashboard, it comes with some sound files as well, but I didn't install them. I'm not sure who made the sounds, if he made them, because there is no credit to anyone else. So I'm not sure if they're Krishbom's or really his. But in the thread he says like you'll know who these sounds are from, so I was expecting they are Krishbom's, but interestingly enough I didn't see any credits. Yeah, Piva makes superior sounds too. Yeah, that's what I was thinking about, so that's what I was wondering about. I really like that. Each and every intersection has an escort in there blocking the traffic and stuff. Yeah, this is a very, in terms of straight roads, this is a very easy load. It barely goes out of the line. As long as I stay in the middle, we should be okay. Famous last words. Imagine if the trucks get dirty also. Oh yes, definitely. It's been requested for quite some time, but I don't think it's part of the license. I think it's to maybe that requires a separate license, dirtying the trucks. Would be nice. And then you have to like get inside a car wash or truck wash area, or maybe even do it yourself. That's perfect. And yes, it's nice seeing the Volvo VNL in traffic now. Man, that sky looks beautiful, doesn't it? Don't even think of hitting those guys. Does anyone know what these mud flaps are for? I mean, what their logo stands for? Is that for a real brand? Looks very unique. Maybe that's a fictional logo from SCS companies. We're going to be playing Project Hospital game on stream. Project Hospital. Is that the game which was released by ex-SCS employees or something like that? Maybe not. I don't have it. It looked a bit too serious from what I've seen. From my taste at least, but it does look like a very detailed management game. Usually you see plain mud flaps on work trucks because they fall off and break often. Yeah, that's understandable. I guess it's a fictional mud flap from SCS. Right, it's meaning for show trucks. Tequila. No comment. Tumbleweed hype. Miss those guys. Oh, there's more of them. Right as we enter Arizona. Perfect. We're even greeted with a jet in there. I wish it had those like smoke trails which draw letters on the sky. Looks so cool. Have a good night, Silver Wolf. Thank you for dropping by. And thanks again for the resub. 3 months. 3 months. Time flies. Arizona, the state of tumbleweeds. Didn't see that tagline before, but I think it works. Oh, that's flying low. Someone's showing off. Yeah, this route is a very scenic route. I like it. I hope we don't have to go through a way station. Let's see if it even lights up. No, I don't think so. It's deactivated. Good thing. Go into the way station. Mission failed. Overweight. Yeah, actually this load is not that heavy, huh? Compared to the others we've taken. This is only 35 tons. Phew. That must be Squirrel right there. I think Squirrel was able to get his license now, right? Like he can take passengers now. He can fly on his own, take passengers and stuff. He really did it. Amazing. You build your own hospital and you're thinking of buying Project Hospital and Evil Genius. Nice. Let us know if it's good, if you do decide to buy it. That's a good point. I don't have a traffic mod. I do have a traffic sound mod from SIP. So I'm not sure if that affects it. But you have a point there. We've been seeing a lot of police cars recently. Although not always. So that's good. And I haven't noticed yet the effect of the real engines for the AI cars. We'll have to see. Hasn't that cop just left his jurisdiction? This guy. That's very true. Although, because he's... yeah, that's a good question. How does that work? If you hire these guys, they're technically off duty, right? They're not acting as a police officer when they're escorting you like this. But does that mean they can cross states then? That's a low flyby by that biplane. I know, right? He's just a decoration now. I think that is how it goes. True. Maybe he's looking for the next mod. Next mod to try. By the way, if anyone's on desktop, can you guys go and check the SCS forums? I tried going to it a couple of minutes before the stream and it was down. I think Alex refreshed a bit too many times on the site. Overloaded it. Maybe it got considered as a... oh crap. Oh no. Oh crap. Okay, good. Maybe it got considered as a DDoS attack. Yes, exactly. DDoS, the forums. It's on a phone call. There you go. State police. Which state? I'm going to assume New Mexico because that's where we came from. But who knows? If we try and overtake the car, maybe we'll see. We'll fail the mission then though. I was going to mention it. think that's handy right there. Fixing some bumpers. Singapore State Police. Why not? Someone's hauling something heavy as well in front. Not that big though. Yeah, just a tractor. Man, this is such a nice view. Very chill scenery, not very windy, and just enough variety. Perfect to start a relaxing stream. Oh crap, here we go again. Hear those engine brakes. It's actually like lowering the pitch bit by bit. Very nice. That's a good question, Kelly. I'm not sure. Has Jay gone on his vacation already? Is he in Thailand maybe? Can't remember where his dates. Nice to finally see a VNL in traffic. A low triangle, a low poly VNL in traffic. Not Frank Perus. There you go. Jay's on vacation. Won't be back until the 20th. Good for him. Nice. We'll have to ask for a lot of pictures and stories when he gets back. Maybe he can post them on the food channel. Yeah, look at that steering wheel. That reminds me a lot of my summer car. The textures there is so bad. Hey guys, we didn't do the lane change maneuver. Shouldn't like the back escort be in front? Or do the lane change first? Maybe that doesn't count as a lane change, per se. I know, right? Don't zoom in, it's so low poly it burns. Yeah, from here it's not that bad, but when you zoom in, oh my goodness, you can actually see the pixels. That hurts so much. I can't wait for Alexei to improve the interior here. I mean, the other dials, yeah, they're not too crisp, but it's not too bad, is it? But yeah, the steering wheel is really where I draw the line. That one I cannot take anymore. Farming Simulator will come out when Jay comes back. That is true. That's a good observation. Maybe we can go farm with him. I'm really excited for Farm Sim 19 and especially for playing with you guys. So is anyone planning to buy it? So maybe we can line up if we can play multiplayer. That steering wheel. The horror. The horror. Yeah, it looks like they really recycled this truck from a few years back and they finally released it. Now that I look at it, if you zoom in, even on these, like this white part of the interior, oh my goodness, you can also see the pixels. On stream, it's probably a bit blurry, but for me, my goodness, that's really bad. 20th November. You're buying it, nice. Looking forward to farming. Yar farming? Where's the CG mug? Hey! That's a good question. I don't know. Maybe with my fix, I kind of removed the dots. Maybe I forgot something with my add-on. I fixed the windshield, but maybe I removed the dots in there? I'm not sure. I'm thinking about it. Well, it should be Sissel's add-on pack, which does it. Ah, I know. Yes, it's a load order thing. Because Sizzle's accessories. Oh crap! I'm getting too close to this car. Because Sizzle's mega pack for SCS trucks, in terms of load order, is lower than my windshield fix. So I should put it above instead. The color of the sky and trees seem a little off. Even from outside, little too white. Well, they should not be too saturated because I have Grimes' realistic environment mod, but maybe these trees in particular, he didn't whitewash them, or he didn't lessen the saturation. That's why it doesn't look equal, doesn't look even. So maybe his real environment and fall mods don't blend that much. Yeah, because probably the trees are replaced with their fall versions, and the fall version doesn't have it less saturated. That might be a good point. Let me try to remove the early fall mod. Oh crap. Oh, that was scary. Oh, rip sign. No, not really. Rip truck, rip car, rip SUV. No, we're good. Yes, let's try to replace it later. Because it should be only that green. But the trees that we've seen are very, very much like alive. They're too green. They're too happy. Oh my goodness, this looks so good. It's been a while since we drove here. Now, how do we take a photo of that goodness? Let's take that. Move please, thank you. Oh yes, that can work. That can work. There's a photo bomber though, but can we... If I set traffic to 0, will my escorts also disappear? I think I remember they should like pop back in, even if you set traffic to 0. Let's try it for science. Okay, they're still there. Good. At least you don't have photo bombers anymore. Then let's get it back to 1. So we still have cars on the road. It's actually a very nice feeling. It's like you're in a... Well, we are in a convoy. It's like kind of playing multiplayer in a way. Driving with some folks. Doing a bit of teamwork. Man, imagine if this can be done in MP. Special Transport MP. Someone is the escort and you can really stop the cars. Like that. That would be so nice, wouldn't it? And then someone would be at the back, guarding our flank. And then there could be other escorts, like someone on a motorbike going through each intersection and blocking the traffic there. That would be so cool. That would be like, I don't know, GTA. Slow down, slow down, slow down. That is not too shabby. You can actually stay within the line most of the time. Oh no. Incoming bridge. You know what this means? And perfect, we have a clumsy trucker. Let's take a shot. Ooh, what is this? Someone even brought a chair. That seems really freaky. It's like a scene in the movies, like the epilogue of a movie. The good guys discussing their future, overlooking a very nice view. The pixels. Where's your coffee? Hey Nico. Thanks for joining, man. It's a bit late there, isn't it? Let's take that shot. Don't so too close to their faces. Well, like this. Hi, Polly. Twitch is working fine. Oh my goodness, that looks so good. Then we even have a clumsy trucker there. Perfect. Something like this could also work. Classic shot. Those faces. Man, it is getting hot again. I have to turn on the AC, one sec. After I take this shot, which is looking pretty magnificent. My goodness. Phew. AC and tequila shot. Maybe it's all the tequila. Yes, thank you. I need that. Let us proceed. Oh, now it's getting windy. Thank goodness we didn't bring the box with us. If we brought the big thing, whatever that was, yeah, it's going to be getting a bit tricky. Also, I'm not sure, is that a thing with you guys as well? Is 11/11 a thing with everyone? Is that like a global event? Because here in Singapore, 11/11 is like everyone is waiting for it because of the sales. So many sales ongoing. I'm actually going to buy my fans, my CPU fans tomorrow. Well, on 11/11 on Sunday. Because there will be a lot of deals with it. And we'll be staying home because we'll be doing a lot of online shopping. Like, I think the Amazon Prime store is also on sale from now until Sunday. Excited what we will be able to find there. Oh my goodness, it will not move. Oh, that was a tricky bend. Good. think they even call it like, what, Singles Day? I don't know why, probably because it's 11. 11, 11, 11 means one thing to you. Oh, was it? Skyrim release date. Still remember that, huh? Nice. Yeah, I think it's nowadays for the young ones, it's like Singles Day. Thinking of all these different events to hold promotions and sales and stuff. Marketing, basically. And it works. Yeah, because I have a choice. If I'm going to buy fans anyway, might as well wait for the sale before I buy them. That way I get points and discounts. Perfect. Online shopping for the win. You buy almost everything online nowadays. Yes. Because usually it's cheaper even. Because you get to remove the middleman, so to speak. You don't have to pay for the store, the rent of the store, things like that. So normally the price is cheaper compared to if you buy it in store. Not always, but more often than not. Yeah, I had a case like this. Ooh, VNL hype. Beautiful. I had a case like this. So I had to send over some documents to the Philippines, so from Singapore to Philippines. And it costs like normally around 50 SGD, 50. So how you do it normally is you go to a convenience store and then they have like DHL partners. Some convenience stores are DHL partners, and then you have it picked up there. You file it, you leave it there, and it gets picked up, gets delivered. That's 50 SGD. And I was looking for an online alternative, and I found that there's actually an online option where the courier would go directly to your house, pick up the documents from there, and it's only 37 SGD, so it's like $13 cheaper. And it's probably because you get to remove the middleman, the convenience store. And it's like, wow, 13 SGD, and I don't even have to go to the convenience store anymore. Oh, look at this. Changing lane maneuver is incoming. Okay. Moving to the right. Has the escort at the back moved already? No, he has not. He's not following the maneuvering. The correct maneuver. He is signaling right, but he has not moved yet. Shouldn't it be the one at the back first, and then the one in front, and then me? Strange. 3 days in a row. Hey Gato, yes, very much excited for special transport. Want to see all the routes and cargo. Here we go. Have a good night, Kelly. Let us know how the games go if you purchase them. Project Hospital and Evil Genius. Hey, Rob White. 10 months. Goodness. Wow. Thanks a lot. Really appreciate that. And we have the SCS Skybox bug. GG man, thank you. Appreciate that. And there he is. Thank you for staying subbed. Even if you could not join every time, really appreciate that. Means a lot. I love those textures on the road, but not these textures. Zoom out, zoom out. Don't do it. You know, it should be like when you zoom into this interior, it should be like pixelated, you know, like censored. So it won't hurt your eyes too much. At least there is some kind of mystery when you zoom in. You don't see the ugly truth. Man, this looks so much better now with the windshield fix. So if you guys have the overexposure problem with the Volvo VNL as well, if you're getting irritated at it, go and check out the mods list, !mods. Go to the ATS tab. Under accessories, you can download the fix from there. Okay, just put it in your mods list. And if you're using Sizzle's mega pack for SCS trucks, make sure to put the windshield fix below the mega pack fix, the mega pack for SCS trucks. Because otherwise, you'll get the same as me, where you don't have dots. Thank you for the host, G. I'm glad you could join. Lurk away. No worries. We are seeing a lot of cars, police cars, that I am starting to hear the different truck sounds though. Let's hear this one, this passing one. Yeah, it's a bit different. It's a bit more distinct. How about this car? Yeah, just a bit. Yeah, so it's not exaggerated. That's good. Just a bit of variety. Very faint sounds, but if they add to the entire ambiance and immersion. Was that the Vixen you were talking to? Don't let Jack know. Who are you talking with? Goodness. Looks like you've been in there for an hour. Must have felt like an hour at least, huh? Like to talk, period. Huh? Is that it? Well, I won't let Mrs. Clumsy hear that. Vixen. Felicity Farsier. Goodness. That Vixen is something else. Oh, and Jack, by the way, the Conda is actually performing really well. It's like cheaty at times. It turns so well, I can leave engines at 0 pips, and I can still keep track of all the, even like an eagle flying across. Keep it in my sights. I think if I try hard enough, I can even use like fixed weapons with that thing. That's probably not what you wanted to hear. Me liking the Conda. The Mamba looks pretty promising though, huh? Looks like a very light, sleek ship. Conda is equal to Ifeco. Yeah, the Conda is Jack's crap Feco. Crap Conda. But I like it. It's like raw, but in a way it's like a bit cheaty as well. It's like it can do everything well. Maybe not the best at everything, but it can do everything well. So it doesn't have so much of a personality, like unlike the Drift King, which like just very unique feel for flying. Let's go with that one. Actually, I wanted to do an experiment. I'll do it later. Let's do the first giveaway. And then I'll change the title to giveaway. Let's see if more people will be joining. Isn't that usually how it goes? Like you need to put a giveaway in the title. But I am liking the smoothness. I was not expecting it to be this smooth. When we streamed this yesterday, I was pleasantly surprised because I was really about to remove foggy weather already. Because I was not liking the SCS Skybox bug. But yeah, apparently that only happens a lot when you're in Mexico Extremo, or in Mexico. 10,000 viewers up here. Ooh, baby. Felicity Fars here, the vixen. Clickbait. That's going to make it clickbait material. You would turn up. Yeah, at least with you it would be effective, for sure. Not sure with everybody else. Oh my. Oh, that was a huge lag spike. I think we're starting to load up a city. We might be nearby. 39 miles. Oh, you can... Wait a minute. Is that not working? The overlay is not working. It just says 2 in there. Why is that? Maybe with special transport the thing doesn't work properly. The telemetry doesn't give the right values, maybe. She let me shave her beard last stream. Oh, she has one, huh? Wow, what a vixen. Someone said that if you want to have more viewers, you should play Fortnite. Ah, then I guess I'll be happily sticking to fewer viewers. What? What? Why is that my problem? If the escort car crashed, why did I fail the mission? Because of incorrect driving. Well, it was not my driving. Can load the checkpoint or cancel delivery with a penalty fee. Load the checkpoint, okay. Well, that was pretty crappy. Looks like our escort in front forgot to brake. Forgot he had brakes. Goodness. Okay, now we're there again. Thank goodness there's a checkpoint nearby. Come on, man. You can drive better than that. That happened to you earlier this evening. That was so weird, huh? Very weird. Why would we get punished with that guy crashing into someone else? Is that enough of space? Barely enough. Look at that. Just missing the curb by a few inches. Brake test. Apparently the brake test failed. I don't think that's accurate, Scotsman. I think VT log never worked with special transport because with special transport you get, how do you say, your fuel tanks refilled, so usually even the consumption would be negative. Yar! You only got coast to coast in Mexico Extremo. And Viva Mexico, I assume. Because I think Mexico Extremo requires that, right? You ended up with both the escort. How did that even work? How did it even happen? How's our escort at the back, by the way? Yeah, he's doing fine. How did your back escort end up all the way in front? Was he like rushing to the toilet or something? Couldn't hold it in anymore. Could not wait for you anymore. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's fine. Russia for special transport on ATS 2. And Mexico for special transports. Ooh, change lane maneuver. Let's see if this time adapt your speed to avoid a possible crash. Okay, let's see if this time the back escort maneuvers properly. It does work. Okay, it does work. So that back escort moves, the front escort moves, and now I move. Perfect. Yes. Now that's how you do it. Beautiful. That was beautiful. You stopped for a break and he went past me and unable to pass him. Yeah, the guy got impatient. Oh man, that's a disaster. So sometimes the AI can get a bit quirky. Are we there yet? Yes, we are there. My eyes. It looks like it's going to rain. What time is it anyway? 5:17. That's double escort. Yeah, seems like it. No, that was an interesting journey. You said it. You like the steering wheel. I think we have to do something about your taste, Jack. I think we need an intervention. The steering wheel would work perfectly well in my summer car. On the Fuso, there you go. That's the addition we've been missing. Ah, so when it's a lane change where it's a lane is popping up, the front one goes first. Or maybe not. Yeah, maybe not. Because the back escort also change lanes as well. I don't know. Just done the Bricks tour, London to Dublin via Portmadog. Nice. I still want to drive there. I want to do a silent trucking episode there. Maybe with the Fuso, who knows. Are we nearly there yet? GTI 5 moments. Aren't there like truck mods in GTA 5? I've seen that, like you can actually like do the coupling of the trailer yourself. Although of course because it's GTA, the handling is really arcadey still. But the additional interactions are very helpful. And that was a smooth turn. It was certainly interesting indeed. Double pane in the rear and it kept failing the mission. I can imagine. I can imagine. I wonder if you get priority over trains as well. I guess so, because there are people here. So I guess if you're in a special transport job, trains just never arrive. With our graphics, yes. Yes. That is certainly on the list of where I want to go. Also, Iceland looks pretty good, especially with foggy weather additions. So probably go there as well. Arizona actually. But I think I think we changed escorts in the meantime when we reloaded the game. Wasn't this a New Mexico car before? Cheater. Apparently I'm not the only one cheating here. Two can play that game, says the AI. IRL trains always take priority because they always win. That's true. Ow! Okay, climb the curb that time. So IRL they should still win, but in-game I guess it's simpler. Just not to have any trains. But we'll see, maybe we can get lucky. RIP special transport. Exactly. All these cars in here. Okay, I hope this time we can park properly in one try. Yes, that looks good. Took us like 12 hours to travel that far. Goodness. 400 miles, 12 hours. Well, yeah, 40 miles per hour. Actually, should be like 100 minutes. And we have it done. It was a black and white state police up front. They changed it. There's a mod in GTA about trucking. Exactly. A flying container cargo. Man, that gives a huge reward. Special transport, I think, gives the biggest reward in XP. Because we're level 44 and it climbed that much for a 400-mile journey. Yeah, definitely next level. There's a mod to change that steering wheel already. Oh, do tell. Let's try it out now. Let's try it out now. Oh, and yeah, we'll do the giveaway. So, do we have anyone on chat who would like to get a copy of the Special Transport DLC? Because if you don't, then that kind of defeats the purpose. You do. Okay, we have one. Okay, we have 2, 3, alright. Okay, that's good. Great, okay. Change the mod list to get your mug back. Yes, that's a good point. Okay, perfect. So we have a couple of folks who could win. Let's do the giveaway. Let me just park here and let's do the giveaway. Then let's wait a few minutes. Then let's see. Also, pay attention to the engine sound because we'll be switching to a Volvo engine again, and we'll see. Oop, skybox bug. We'll see if the engine sound changes. I doubt it will. Based on the files I've seen, it shouldn't. There you go. Thank you. Perfect. Alright. Let us do the giveaway first. How do I do this? Let's see. Now I really suck at this, so you'll have to bear with me. We need Nightbot's help, I think. Wait a minute, there's a giveaway in Streamlabs. Maybe you can try that. Custom. Okay. I haven't tested this before, so I'm not sure how it works. Let's timer length. Set time until giveaway ends. Okay. So let's set that to 10 minutes. Okay. Permission, everyone can join. Yes, special transport PLC giveaway. I think if we get ST twice, we should be able to do special transport doubles. That's a nice idea. Nightbot. Good. Alright. Must be a follower to win. Yes. So make sure you're following if you're not yet. And how do I do this? Add. Alright. Do you see anything on your end, guys? The command should be, let's try this, okay? Let's try. Command should be that one. Okay. Now how do I set that? No active giveaway. Nope. Okay, one sec. How the heck do you do that? Hey King D, welcome to the stream. Freightliner coming out next month. Oh, really? Can you share how that works? So I'm seeing the giveaways. Short tutorial here. Ah, there you go. You need to mod Streamlabs in your chat for this feature to work properly. Okay, there is a tutorial. That doesn't work for me. Is there even Streamlabs in the user list? No, there is not. Okay. Then I need to add him. Freightliner. Looking forward to it. Looking forward to it. Maybe I have to look at how this works later on. Chatbot. Because there is no bot for Streamlabs, so I doubt he can do any giveaways. Okay, let's stick to Nightbot. Let's stick to Nightbot. Nightbot is here already. Okay, so everyone can win. Yes, everyone can win. And let's say keyword. All right. So no extra luck for regulars or subs. Everyone has a fair chance. Then put in exclamation point ATS SP. Calling J. Yeah, we need J for that. To figure out the Streamlabs thing. Exclamation point ATS SP. Only enter once, otherwise you will get removed from the list. SP. Why did I choose SP? ST. Yeah, that's correct. ATS SP. P. Yeah, the one you're entering is correct now. Special. Wait a minute. Did I miss somebody? Project Romel. Thank you for joining. Welcome back. Made it just in time for the giveaway. I'm not sure if you have the ATS special transport yet. So currently I am seeing 4 people eligible. 5 now. There you go. Okay, it's recognizing it. So exclamation point ATS SP, P as in power. Just enter once, otherwise you will get removed. So we have 5 people currently eligible. And in the meantime, Alex, can you share that steering wheel mod for the Volvo? So let's see. Let's see how this works. There's a giveaway, yes. Type exclamation point ATS SP. So you'll have a chance. Yes, Gato, you're in. You have a chance of winning. It's on Discord. Ah, thank you. Thanks a lot. 2 steering wheels for Volvo VNL 1.32. Is that an accurate steering wheel? That looks like the one for the FH. I guess they have the same one, huh? Christmas music already. No, this isn't the Christmas music. Yeah, it's like, I think, romance music. That is not an accurate one. It's not? Oh man. Okay, maybe it's not very reliable yet. But let's try it for science. Type exclamation point ATS SP and chat and press enter. Thank you for following. And welcome to the channel. Feel free to say hi so we can all greet you. Oh, there we go. Trumpster 9678. Welcome to the stream and thank you for joining. Thank you for the follow. You can join the giveaway. We're giving away 2 copies of ATS Special Transport. Exclamation point ATS SP gets you in. There you go. We'll be giving away 1 copy now and then 1 copy later after another job. 2 steering wheels. Let us try that out. Put that there. Here we go. Sure thing. No worries, Alex. For science. Okay, let's try that out. See how it looks. There you go. Tromel, that's the one. So let's see. 2 steering wheels for Volvo VNL. That looks similar to the FH. Not sure that will work. I mean, I guess it will work, but I'm not sure if that's correct. So this one, the Sizzles Mega Pack add-on, should be above. You know what? Let me put that in there, but let me put the windshield tint fix at the bottom. That is the FH steering wheel, but in the VNL. It looks like that. It does look like that. The Volvo still... I'm not sure what that means. I understand the Volvo. Yes. Can you repeat that in English so I can understand and reply to you properly? Oh, that's a big shot. Si, señor. That one I get at least. Okay, let's see. Let's see what we can find here. The mug is back. Yes. So it's a load order thingy indeed. Good catch. Steering wheel wise, we have the standard, we have the exclusive. Oh, did I enable it? Yeah, that one. This one kind of works, doesn't it? Doesn't that look better? That can work. That can work, Sticky Llama. Drum roll, please. That is so out of place. It doesn't work? Okay. Okay, let's not go with that then. How about we go with the custom one instead? My summer car hype. These ones, the ones with that icon, comes from the steering SCI DLC for ATS. Yeah, different variants. You can purchase that from the Steam workshop, from Steam rather. And then I have others from Sizzle. I'm not really a fan of these 4-spoke thingies. Special transport is the same as in ETS 2. Well, it's a bit different. Same concept but different trailer because US rules are different and different cargo and different routes for sure. So it doesn't really work, does it? How about that to make it a bit neutral? Not Volvo at all though, so it kind of ruins it. We really have to go with that. Look way out of place, yeah. I think we need to stick with that, or we go with the exclusive. That doesn't look half bad. Although I guess it's not realistic, but doesn't look half bad if you look at it that way. What do you guys think? Volvo VNLs are made in Dublin, Virginia, USA. Oh, is it? Nice. Go for a DLC one. Right, you guys vote. Let me know what you think. You booted yourself again. How did that work? Exclusive works for you. Okay, let's try this one. It's not proper, but it doesn't look half bad. So let's stay away from realism, but keep it in the creative zone. Okay, let's go with the Volvo D16 this time. It probably sounds the same. I'll be changing transmissions as well. Looks like the Eaton, how do you say, realistic Eaton Fuller transmission mod also supports the SCS Volvo now. Perfect. Let's go with 4.33 differential. Perfect for heavy hauling, I guess. That is automatic though. Is there no... this one. Manual. That one. 16 plus 2. That is the lowest differential I can find. 4.33. Let's go with that. we don't go along that direction. Trumpster. Yeah, we're keeping it family friendly. You can allude to it, but no blatant description. That's the skin juggernaut. I think yes, it is the reward from the Big Sur event. Did I miss anything else here? I think we're good there. Okay. 2 generations for Volvo at the moment for both the American and European ones. Are we getting the bug again? Yes, we are. Oh, my favorite skybox. You're back. Did you hear that sound? Sounds like a racing car though. Didn't sound like a normal car at all. And especially because it's traveling at a very low speed, the AI. That racing purr didn't fit so much. There we go. Beautiful. There you go. That's the one. Thanks, Alex. Beautiful. Okay, let me switch to an 18 speed. Let's do this manual. 8 shifter. 18 speed. Perfect. Save it and then let's draw the winner. Okay, let's do this. You guys ready? Drum roll, please. Drum roll. And we have Nico winning the giveaway. There's a real drum roll in there. Thank you, YouTube. A quick search to the trees mod to change. Oh yes, yes. I was planning to. That's a good catch. Yes. So Nico is our first winner. We will be conducting the second draw after the next job, right? So hang tight. Hang tight. Last night we had you playing the horns, now we have a real drum roll. That's how it is. Evolving. The channel is evolving. Okay, let us do that. Let us remove, or maybe not remove, but put it only at the bottom, right? Early autumn, realistic environment. Let's put that at the top, like that. Maybe. Let's put early autumn at the bottom. See how that works. Congrats, Nico. Can you email me at the clumsygeek@gmail.com so I can reply to you with the key? And this key comes directly from SCS, so I'm hoping it works. No, it should work. Yeah. Congrats again. And don't worry guys, we'll have another draw in a minute. In a few minutes after one more job. Let us set the time. Finally got lick pay. Bought the new EVR sounds. Nice, congrats. I am excited to try it out. Vasily is very nice to me. He sends me the files for free. And the least I can do is check them out and show them to you guys. I would love that. Oh my goodness, the legendary. Eureka to Reading. We did that already though. Let's find another whole truck chassis. Or whole truck hull. How about this one, yeah? Phoenix to Sierra Vista. That might be good. It wasn't you. Oh, Trumpster, sorry. Yeah, links aren't allowed. If you want to share something, you can pass it by us, tell us what you're going to share, and we can permit you manually. But yeah, whole truck hull. Let's go with that. Nightbot for the win. Phoenix to Sierra Vista. Made by Gearshift Trucker. Nice Easter egg there. Where is it? Ah. So we're here at 3 AM, so we get in time for a morning drive. Best Buy. Yes. Best Buy. They are quite famous in the US, right? Or they were at least before. Cheater. I'll be getting that all day. Goodness, I really love the engine sounds here. SCS, I am impressed. Looks like even on the sound department they are evolving. Let's take that. Best Buy cheater. Not sure I like the sound of that. 7 AM, still a bit starry, and it's because the skybox is bugging out. You can see the flickering shadows. So unfortunately, the skybox will be dark until we fix it. Discord DM. I should be able to DM you if I remember, that is. So if I forget, just remind me later. That's fine as well. There we go. Now it's fixed. Yeah, that is looking pretty massive. And I want to do this because Alex told me there's an achievement when you deliver the entire hull truck. The chassis, the tires, and this guy. What do you call this? Hull truck hull. Looks pretty worn out. His name in Discord is Gato. I remember that. The steering wheel is not bad, huh? It is not bad. I'll take that. Oh crap, 18 speed. I forgot manual now. No more easy pickings. Yes, the Volvo engines are pretty powerful. This one in particular is the highest end. This will be fun. I'm not sure fun is the word I'd use, but... Oh, wait a minute. Why do we have the exposure problem again? Exposure problem. I think that can be J-Dart. Huh. I'm thinking. Maybe Sizzle's accessories also override the interior? Ah. Maybe he adds a model of the interior in there. So maybe that's what's causing the overexposure. Wait a minute, maybe that's why you don't have the bug, Alex. Do you have Sizzle's accessories? Clumsy moment in the making. Right. No bad words, please. Thanks, Alex, for holding that. Yeah, that might be the thing. This one. Do you happen to have this, Alex? Sizzle's Mega Pack add-on. Let me remove that. You don't have. Okay. And I'll remove this as well, the windshield tint fix. Because maybe the windshield isn't wrong. It's only Sizzle's add-on that makes it wrong. Maybe. That could explain it. I didn't know it was changing the interior models as well. Because that... but that would make sense. Because in order to add those dots, he has to add those dots in Blender, I think. So maybe that's why. Let's see. I'm feeling pretty hopeful here. Although that means we don't have the dots. Crap. So we don't have the mug, basically. Oh no, it's still a bit bright. Still a bit bright. Also not got size sizzle enabled. And I guess it's not too much, but it's there. It's not too much, but it's there. So we'll need the fix still. Let us get back the windshield tint fix. And let's not have sizzles in there for now. I think what I needed to do was I needed to modify the Blender file from sizzle. So it has those dots, and then I make the windshield properly. But for now, we stick to not having the windshield, the mug, that is. Let's bring back the add-on, but put it at the bottom. Probably not as well, Gato, because Alex has foggy weather. No, I am in single player, so I have mods. Drumster. Trailer air supply valve. Driver supplies air to the trailer and the release system. Good to know. Hey, Kingslayer. Nice. The Volvo VNL is what you're driving? Can you tell me if this steering wheel looks accurate? That one? Okay, now when I look out, yeah, now it's perfect. Now it's darker inside, just a weeny bit lighter outside. Right? Perfect. Okay, now I'm happy. Do we still have our escorts? I think so. I hope so. Let's turn on the beacons and let's get going. Oh crap, I forgot. Manual. Yeah, I just needed a little clumsy magic. I'll fix that later with the dots. But I wonder why you guys don't have the issue. I wonder what mod I have that has it. I'll probably test with my vanilla profile if I still have it. You don't pick the escorts up till you get on the main road. That makes sense. There's the guy. Right on. There we go. It feels much better doing this in manual. Well, for now. But when we get to a hilly part, I guess it would be pretty disastrous. Because in addition to estimating my distance, I would have to be in the proper gear as well. Another layer of difficulty. Okay, we're good. Can we all ride in the dump bed? At your own risk, for sure. Oh my goodness, look at how wide that is. OMG. How is that thing even tied down? It's not tied from the top. It's like anchored from the bottom. It's a bit scary. And yes, I would probably change the sound as well, just the volume of the indicator. It's a bit weak. If you go, you're out of the giveaway. You'll have to be here to win. You can come back later. You can estimate like we have an 180-mile journey. Oh crap! Oh crap! 180-mile journey. You can estimate when that will be finished. As long as you're here when we draw. When we do the giveaway again, because you'll have to type the keyword again later. You'll have a chance of winning. You have removed quite a few road signs today with special transport. Oh my goodness. I think I'll be in the same boat in a few minutes. I have to override my natural instinct of following the traffic light. I always have the temptation to stop when I see a red light. You did too. You saw some go. Were you watching, Chi? Were you streaming a while ago, Chi, when you were doing the transfer jobs? I don't think I have my notification set for you yet. Can't remember if I'm following you yet even. Can you share your Twitch link here so I can double check if I'm following? And so everybody can have an idea as well. And follow you too. Oh crap, that is completely wrong angle. Whoop! Oh, this is bad. Ah, saved! Saved! I was scared. I was thinking that wouldn't work. Yes. See you later, Tramel. Wishing you are here as well later on. Volvo power. Only thing is the gear does not show the lower high splits. It only says 5 in there. Yeah, it's a bit limited, but fine. There you go. One sec, let me make sure to follow that. How heavy is your load? That's a good question. I am not following. Crap, sorry about that. Thank you for the host, by the way. There we go. I am following now. And we're back. Strong engine, yes, 600 horsepower engine. 22 tons only. Nothing too big. It is more bulky than heavy. This is a very nice route. Some highways. I'm expecting we'll be doing a couple of lane changes along the way. Look at the differential for this transmission. It's perfect. Like we're already in 7th gear and we're only traveling at 30 miles. So I guess it's really perfect for that special transport job. Love it. I think we picked the right transmission this time. My pleasure, man. Catch you online soon. Yeah, look at that. 8th gear, 40 miles. Perfect. Strong Volvo D13, D16 engines. Yeah, this is a D16. 600 horsepower D16 engine. Now we can cruise control. Thank goodness we're traveling on a highway, because with this wide a load. Look at that, brave soul. Are you sure you want to be doing that? Okay. Up to you. So how are the trees looking now, guys? Are they more balanced? Maybe when we see more of the trees later pop in, we'll be able to tell if it works better. As a side effect, I don't think we see fall trees anymore, but they are subdued more in color, so I guess it fits more or less. I use manual now. Earlier I used automatic, now it's manual. You can see what gear I'm shifting at in the lower left, the overlay. You can also see the gear position I'm in. Oh, I did miss it. I did miss it. Thanks a lot. Kingslayer said the wheel is accurate. Oh, it is. Nice. For the VNL? Are you driving the VNL or the FH? Because this one I'm sure is for the FH. I'm not sure if the VNL is using the same steering wheel. Thanks for the repost, Alex. It would be accurate to the new gen Volvo. Not this one, which is old gen. I think someone commented in the YouTube video that somewhere it said that this is the 2016 model. 2016 model of the Volvo VNL. Trees are looking great. Okay, good. Now it fits better. Lane maneuver. Where? Left or right? Right, it seems. I like that radio sound. It is so immersive. If only there was a voice to come along with it. Playing KCD. What is KCD? I'm thinking. No, I can't guess it. But yeah, I'm liking the steering wheel. It's not super high res, so you can still see a bit of the pixels in there, but it's not that bad. It's not as bad, at least. I'll take it. If we have new friends joining us, lurking, or chatting, feel free to check out my YouTube page as well. Link there showed by Nightbot. If you are craving for more videos. Lots of trucking videos, some space videos, and whatnot. It is difficult to see the indicators in the front escort vehicle. You mean if it's blinking left or right? I guess you're right. It's kind of small. Alex is on the roll. Join Discord as well. We do have a lot of insider discussions and share a lot of SCS related news there. ATS 2, ATS, Elite Dangerous related news in there. Something for everybody. And if you fancy a real life Clumsy mug, go and check out the link. Like this one. Or a Clumsy shirt. That can work. You can order from that site there. Redbubble, I believe it's called. I do not play GTA 5, unfortunately. I have not played it. I have not bought it. I think it's a bit too, what do you say, arcadish for me. Too much shooting, too fast cars. Buy something, peeps. Exactly. And subscription options are there. Helping out Nightbot a bit. You only just found your Clumsy mug recently as you mislaid it in the move. Ah, good thing. Welcome back, Clumsy mug. The escort, that one. Yes, exactly. Too much violence. Oh no. Where's my escort at the back? Where's my escort at the back? He's gone. Okay, now I guess we're stuck because this guy isn't moving, and if we overtake him, we'll fail the mission. Language, Trumpster, family friendly thingy. Load checkpoint. It's a Christmas tree. Hey Da, welcome back. Glad you could join. You had to crash into the front escort to reset it. It is quite buggy at times. Okay, there's the escort again. Kind of disappeared a while ago. This version of the VNL is the old gen, which is like from the 2000s to 2015. Ah, okay. Then there's the new gen, which has very different interior. Yes, that one I think I'm familiar with. That's the one from Frank Peru and Galimim, right? That's what I like. That's what I really like. Metro series. No, I think I've seen Jack play it though. That's first person, right? Great environment and feel. Loving it. The front escort would not move over because there was traffic beside the rear escort. Ah, yes, I see your point. A bit of a conflict of interest there. AI problems. I had the same problem at exactly the same place. Goodness. Yeah, maybe there is some more polish needed. No worries, Trumpster. Metro is awesome. Dum dum dum. Quite buggy because we're in the US. Too bad Peterbilt is not here. You have no debate, mate. Make sure I don't hit the railing. Yeah, we're good. The one by Frank Peru is the new gen. I really like that one. I wish SCS would add that later on. I won't be surprised if they added it a few months after. Because they would basically just need to change the interior and a couple of minor changes in the exterior, I guess. Well, not so minor maybe. But that would be cool if they can add the interior. So we can get a new gen which is very performance friendly. It's bugged out. Yeah. Maybe it's not very polished when it comes to lane changes, which is in line with how the normal AI works. It's always been a bit wonky when it comes to these lane changes. Yeah, it's not here. Not here today. The new gen has a subtle but very different exterior. Yes, I think I get what you mean. If you look at it from outside, like a quick glance, they look the same, but if you look in more detail, it's like, can't describe it. A bit more rounded, a bit more curves here, I think, here and there. I think I get that. TMI da, TMI. Too much information. GTA 5 also has a lot of bad words. You said it. You said it. Exactly. See? She agrees with me. Yeah, but I know the hardcore fans won't like it, but for me, I would be happy enough to just get the interior in the meantime. The new gen interior, even if it's the old gen exterior. I'm happy enough with that. My eyes are too how do you say, too basic to distinguish them easily. So I wouldn't mind. Like they can release the interior first and then fix the exterior after, just so we get it earlier. You like the new gen as well if it comes to the game. Same here, same here. That is my favorite truck, the one by Galimim Frank Peru. That is my favorite truck in ATS. The only thing I don't like there is the performance. It's very frame heavy, so I don't use it that often. Yeah, the VNR. I can't even distinguish the VNL from the VNR. Do they have very different appearance? They look the same to my basic eyes. We've had enough bad smells today. Oh my goodness. Being in a vehicle with 3 friends farting in Windows. Oh, what a treat. What a treat. Is that a random event? The barriers seem too heavy duty for it. For a random event. Hear that purr of the engine brake. Lovely. Love it. Steer. Oh, dyno. Dyno alert. Let's take a photo with the dyno. You're not familiar with the VNR that much. Same here. Actually, I'm completely clueless about the VNR. They do have the same interior, I think. Or at least very similar. Keep the current SCS VNL and add the latest gen interior saves me creating another Clumsy skin. Yes. Yes. That one I definitely understand. Let's include the escort. No. Doesn't work. Something doesn't fit here. Horrible trucks. Oh my goodness. No comment. Let's get one from the back. Let's get one from here. Being in a house full of 20 sweaty guys. Oh, what a treat. We get that sometimes here in the trains. There are some folks here who don't like to take a bath. The good thing is with Filipinos at least, we got used to taking a bath every day. Because it's so hot in the Philippines, you cannot survive without taking a bath. Or you can survive, but the people surrounding you won't. If you get what I mean. So we've got into the habit of taking a bath every day, but it seems like not everybody here does that. So sometimes you get a jackpot when you're in the MRT, and sometimes you're so lucky you get to stand with a guy with that kind of behavior, that kind of habit, or lack of habit. And he even has his hands up, almighty and proud. So you can imagine how that turns out. More for regional and logging jobs. Yeah, I think Alex mentioned the R is for regional, the L is for long haul or something. There was a fuel company that used the dinosaur as their logo. Ah. Sinclair Fuel Company. Just like the dinosaur. Mostly extinct now. Dino fuel hype. Clumsy trucker with a VNL. Nice. Who is Clive Sinclair? Sorry, pretty clueless about these things. C5. C5 didn't need fuel. The C5 to my mind is a very different thing. The C5 is a road in the Philippines. One of the major roads. A British tech inventor. Ah. So was that his Sinclair Fuel Company? Dinos never existed. Is that a real Jeep logo? First time I've seen that, I think. Or maybe I've just forgotten. It's also a Citroen model. Ah, I see. Sinclair C5 madness. Up, 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 up. Does that sound seem a little bit out of place to you guys? That one wasn't so bad. I do like the variety of cars though. Variety of sounds they came out. I think I'm liking this mod from Zip. He invented the first LED calculator, ZX81, in Spectrum computers. Oh, that sounds familiar. Nice. Too high revs. To switch earlier. Maybe I should float more, huh? Float? Just a teeny weeny bit grinding in there. Floating gears. What does this say? Fort Wakuka. What is that? I read it initially as Fort Chihuahua. But that's... there we go. Huahoka. Wako. Oachuca. He used to own a 1958 TS-23. Had a Maserati engine. Ooh, steerable headlamps. Light years ahead of its time. Cool. Steerable headlamps. Wow. Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. Almost there. Thank goodness Jay isn't here. That would have been transformed to a completely different statement. Fort Huachuca is a US military base. It sounds American. It sounds Native American. Maybe it is, huh? Huachuca. Put that away. Hello? Bro? What's wrong? I think someone needs a bio break. What's happening? Let me save here. I think I have to zero out the traffic. I think it's stopping somewhere, giving way somewhere. A little pat on the back. If only I could. If only that wouldn't fail the mission. I think it will. Weird, yeah, it looks like he was giving way to the van in front. Ah, yes, because we're turning left. Or he's turning left at least. So he was waiting for the guy there to turn left. Very weird. Why aren't they blocking that traffic? Yeah. Have to wait. Hey, Trumpster. Keep it clean, man. We will have to time you out this if you continue. There we are. car straight ahead. Should be good to go. That was a very pleasant drive. Not very windy, not very skimpy. Perfect for this kind of cargo. Oh, that's too slow. Ding, please. There we go. Welcome back. Delivered. What is that? Oh, there we go. That's the one you were mentioning, Alex. Your dumper has arrived. 1 out of 3. Nice. Let's do the other jobs as well. But it's time for another giveaway. I hope you guys are here, because I will be resetting the eligibility. Okay. 1 sec. I think I have to restart it. Another drum roll. Yes. 1 sec, 1 sec. Okay, it's ready. Keyword please. Exclamation point ATS SP. P as in power. Fast this time. Right. ATS SP. Exclamation point first. There you go. Alright, you guys are getting marked. Yep, that's working. That's working. Alright, let's leave that running for a bit. In the meantime, let's look for another job. But we'll have to change the time. No, let's leave it there. So we get a bit of sunset again. And then we can pass the time forward if needed. So if you have some new friends joining, you still have time to join the giveaway. Exclamation point ATS SP. P as in power. ATS MP. That might be a different giveaway. There you go. That works. If you enter and win, you can then do your own giveaway. Yes, it's the giveaway chain. So what route are we taking now? Let's see. Fresno, Bakersfield, we've done that. Truckee to Carson City, we have not yet. We can do that, hold the tires there. But this is a very simple trailer though, but it's not even articulated. Wow. Yeah, that might be relaxing. Cheater. Close enough, sports fan. Close enough. We can go with that. I think that is better. 85 tons, Clovis to Hobbs. I think we do that as the finale for this stream. 206 miles. The whole truck chassis, my mortal enemy. 27 by 20 by 13. As wide as it gets. Don't do that. The whole truck catastrophe, yes. Is it the same one as an ETS2? I guess, huh? Just a different trailer. So we start at Clovis. Cheating in progress. Cheating complete. Are we ready for the giveaway? Yes. Might as well call it now. That's early commanding. How do I report the stream? Okay, any last minute joiners for the giveaway? Exclamation point ATS SP. I'll give you 10 seconds while I'm looking for the drum roll sound again. That's the one. Okay, you guys ready? Let's do this. We have 5 eligible users. So you have a 1 in 5 chance of winning. That's not too bad, right? 20% chance to win. Actually pretty good. Let's do it. And we have Sheng has won the giveaway. There you go. Hacks. Your hacks worked indeed. No drugs discussion, Trumpster. Keep it clean, please. Congrats, Sheng. I'll message you the key. So you and Nico, right? I'll message you guys the keys. Congrats. And for the others, good try. Good try. Thank you for joining the giveaway. Now let's do the job. That thing. That massive thing. 85 tons. Now this is the real deal. You shouldn't have bought the special transport. Good call. Yeah, Gato feels bad now. But that was a good try. Oh my goodness, that thing is massive. Phew. You'll have to wait till you get money. Did you just spend it on the Train Sim World DLC? Okay, lane maneuvers. Good. No tires. No hull. Don't worry, we'll deliver you. Or at least we'll try. We'll try. We will try. Yes, that was actually gotten from the heavy cargo pack. From the special transport, I think. I think you need special transport for that DLC. I'm not sure. Or for that mod. I think that was by Harvin, if I remember correctly. Can we even fit here? It worked with the heavy haul pack. Goodness. This in the heavy haul? That might spell disaster, having traffic all around you. Wow, this is heavy. Everyone hold on tight. Oh yeah. Best advice given in this entire stream. But yeah, I'm really loving the engine sound. Hear it as we climb and struggle. Clearing it? Yes. Clearing it. Chicken. You're riding in the escort vehicle this time. Maybe the one at the back would be safer. The one in front might not be saved as well. Still a bit risky. I'll try not to gato. Cannot. No promises though. That works. Man, that's heavy. 85 tons, you can definitely feel it. And this is the biggest engine we can get. At least for the Volvo. But yeah, I think special transport works better in ATS because the roads support it better. In ETS, it's I think more challenging. Look at that. Clumsy truckers in a convoy. Nice. Okay. Wow, brave soul. You sure we want to do that, guys? You sure you want to do that? Man, that sky is beautiful. Let's take a photo. The main event of the evening. That looks beautiful. Shoo. Someone was asking in YouTube what this dolly is for. Was it only for putting the sign there? And correct me if I'm wrong, that is for spreading the weight, right? So that the weight here will be spread evenly along all the axles of the truck, I think. Brace for impact. Yeah, they say that in the plane, right? When you hear the word brace, 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 you do that, like you lean forward on your seat and get ready. I hope that never happens. Axle count for the weight. See, I learned something from you guys. That looks so good. Ah, yes. I'll take that, thank you very much. We have strange weight per axle loss here. Same there. By the way, you saw a special transport IRL today. Ooh, nice. Was it a big load? A super large oversized load? I'm not fancying that topic too much, Trumpster. I'm trying to keep an ear out for the passing sounds. Is this what you were calling, Jack? This one yesterday. What did you call it? A hollow or something like that? Like a camper van? And this is a nice ride. This is a nice route. It was a long haul. Cool. in the US, I think it's easier to do these special transports in terms of the road width. Because imagine if you had to go with this load in one of those ramps in the interchanges in Europe. My goodness, those like single lane ramps. That is a nightmare. Single lane with railings both on the left and right, like in Italy. My goodness, not sure how you can fit this there. But in here, I think we have more of a chance. Although, saying that, I'm still not very positive, very hopeful for our results personally. Just because of the driving capability. It even had the oversized load on the truck. Nice! Now that's a real treat. I heard that that's not a very common thing. A lot of people have been saying they've never seen one in real life. So you got lucky. No, we're good so far. It's been a straight road so far, so we're good. But I think now you might get it. Okay, we're good. Arrgh! What did I hit? I didn't hit anything. Oh, did I? Kinda-ish. Maybe just a little. The escort was so scared. I think that's Alex honking. Hailing us at the radio. Do not, I repeat, do not reverse. Yeah, clumsy fight by Gato. I think he's taking revenge on the giveaway. Oh my goodness. Okay. Let's see. Let's reverse that. Clumsy moments are the best. And I thought I was going through it super smoothly. And now the engine died. Oh no. This is not good. I do like the view of this night sky though, with the moon looming in there. Are we near? We're not that near. There's a train coming. Oh, that would be a disaster. Well, I'm fully stuck. What the heck do I do here? Choo-choo, that sound. And now it's pitch black darkness. Oh my goodness. Right as I say it's going to be easy, this happens. Get out of the tracks. There we go. We're out. We're good. I think I need to sleep after that. Let's go and sleep here. $39 hours. Imagine that. The damage is on the trailer. The cargo isn't damaged, even though the thing that got hooked was the tractor itself. Well, I'll take that. There we go. No problem. 3 hours later. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that was a nice nap. Got too stressed, I had to nap in between. No, because the remaining time is 30 hours. So there's like massive amounts of time. You can basically sleep for 2 days or, well, 1 whole day, and you won't be late still. Ooh, indeed. Cheating. We're just fast forwarding the time. You know, just doing a time lapse kind of deal. Hey, Darren. Thank you for following, by the way. Appreciate that. Welcome to the channel. How are you? Sorry you had to see that that mishap in there. Clumsy moment. Was that what made you follow? Seeing that clumsy moment. You're doing good. Nice. Standing cows. What a disappointment. Yeah. Jack Spanner is disappointed. Finally. Okay. Now it's wider again. Okay, I have to be very careful of those signs. I think I snagged the level crossing, huh? The level crossing sign itself. No ground beef for you. Exactly. You won't be able to catch the guys if they have legs. What was that joke you had yesterday? The one which beat the ground beef? To imagine, to think that something could beat the ground beef. Cow tipping. Cows not in the middle of the street for a cool thumbnail? Yeah. This is not southern region, unfortunately. We'll have to make do with them on the side. Being in their proper area. Do I still need lights? No, I don't need it anymore. That will be hard in central London. Even the truck at their backs. Super scared. They're really keeping their distance. They're just traveling with us, not even trying to overtake. Prius tipping, that's another story. We sure love our Priuses. Prius? Oh, here we go again. You know what I mean. That's even better. Truck stop. Still haven't tried going through there just to see how the escort would react. If it would immediately fail, or maybe just have a warning. But yeah, I think the load order for the realistic environment works pretty well. I think the two might not blend that well, because if you have the fall trees at the top, then you do get fall trees, but the shading is a bit too much. The color is a bit too saturated. There is no like fall trees that are realistic environment shaded. Best technique is to shake a jerry can at them. I'm only imagining how that works. Scare him to death. No hybrid, no. That would be a nice shot. But can you imagine? I let a bridge shot pass by. Never thought that day would come. once you get moving, it's not too bad. The momentum is taking you. It doesn't feel like 85 tons anymore. But yeah, starting from zero, that's the challenge. And the truck still hasn't overtaken. It's still there. Let me try to move to the right, see if it attempts to overtake. Man, hear that engine sound. Beautiful. Okay, he's overtaking. Oh crap. No, don't do this. I have to go through that. Oh, I just said I don't want to go through those ramps. Sounds so much better than before. Definitely agree. Oh, they really know how to do their stuff. But for me, as for me, cannot say the same. Okay, thank goodness there's only one lane, one side with the railing. So I think it's not that impossible, but keep your fingers crossed, everybody. And we are moving to the right, so the trailer is veering away from it. Yeah, doesn't look too bad so far. Don't want to jinx it. No comment. No jinxing it until we pass this by. Yeah, this ramp is actually wider. At least wider than how it would be in Europe, right? So it's not too impossible to do. Still can get a bit tricky though. Plenty of room. Kablam. Boop. Doing great. Tell that to the level crossing. Oh my goodness, that sounds like... Oof. And you can hear it better now with more gears. With the Allison transmission, you don't hear the rising and falling of rev so much because it only has 6 gears. Having 18 though, completely different experience. Let me move to the left here. I think I'll be snagging that speed limit sign if I don't. Don't mind the red light. Don't mind the red light. Unless we're gonna hit it. No, we're good. Thank you for following and welcome to the channel. If you're feeling like it, feel free to say hi, so we can all greet you and welcome you. Lots of enthusiasts here. I think that must be Scotsman. That must be, must be what you saw a while ago. Or yesterday, was it? It's so hard to judge the width. Oh yeah, you said it. And I think in ATS it's even harder because you don't have those reflectors. You know, you have in ETS2 those like panels, those like rectangular things that jut out of the side. In ETS2 I remember having those for special transport, but I don't think US trailers have them. At least that way it gives a bit of indication where the border is in a straight line. Because this one, the chassis, is not a straight, just a box. So you have to like, yeah, that exhaust on the right side is what got us a while ago. You can barely see it, but it's the most, it's the jutting out thing. Very tricky. Very tricky. Okay, now we have to stop. Roswell Pioneer Plaza. Oh, this is the tribute to the SCS employee, right? It's really cool. Hope someone makes a Shark Tank mod. Oh yeah, that would be great. And I'm still waiting for the Clumsy mug heavy cargo version. Should be like 250 tons filled with tequila. Although I think Kato made that already, right? Love that screenshot, Kato. Bob on the road. Oh man, that would be so scary. It would be challenging to make the shark animate, I guess. I wonder how modders can do that, but I hope someone does. Just for the laughs. Oh my, this is pretty tight. Insect. What if you're driving, you're on the left side, like this car here, and suddenly this humongous truck with this monstrous load. What did I hit? No one saw anything. just drives by you. What the heck is this guy doing? What is that? That pickup. It has something. Is it loading something? I mean, it is. I'm not sure what that is. That guy. Strange. That's a tow truck. The towing mechanism is okay. It's not on the ground itself. Okay, I thought it was like flat and scraping the ground off. And this car does not seem to want to move. Bro. Move. He made it, but it's a private mod, Kappa. He played that the other day. Oh, Raft, you mean? Made some nice changes. Are there more bad guys than Bob? Traffic can be a bit buggy. You have to do some console changes. Car would not move through the intersection. I think it got scared because we were so near. I don't know what's wrong with it. Yeah, it's a bit finicky. Elite Dangerous hype. Are those what the Thargoids look like? No, I don't think so. Flying shark. Eek. One in the sky now. Drops things at you. And by things, I mean white gooey things. That must not be fun. Oh, I remember the battle with the bird at Draft. Goodness. That was like my fly over at Breaking Bad. Do you guys remember? That was my nemesis. That bird. And now it drops things? Oh my goodness. How about the shark tank, but instead of a shark, there's a clumsy mug in it? That can work. That can work, I guess. There's a clumsy mug floating in the aquarium. Why not? That bird was elusive. Oh, you said it. That was a nightmare. Climb, climb, climb. Having a bit of difficulty in 6th gear. Barely breaking even. MC Hammer. Hammer time. sports car hype. Okay, there we go. Cruising along. That's how the retarder sounds like. Very subtle. Like a very subtle grinding noise. Not sure if it should sound like that. Yes, that's true. It was not speeding like a sports car, but it sure was one. If it came from a truck, then that's a different story. Great job by SCS on these DLCs. On this DLC. Well, also on the Volvo. But a lot of improvements. But it's on the good track. At least they've managed to work on the license now. And I think if they've worked on the license, then doing the actual truck is simpler. And all the paperwork necessary for the licensing. Exactly. This DLC is fun unless you're a sign. But what if you're a Bucket of Doom? I think Bucket of Doom still wins, right? I'm getting paranoid now. I always have to keep looking left and right because I think I'm going to snag that tree or something. Bucket of Doom has nothing to fear. Insane maneuvering skills by that escort. Stop! Stop! Wow, so heavy. Didn't want to stop at all. It dooms everything. No wonder. I wonder if Volvo were not signing because of the steering wheel. Maybe they had to go through a lot of hoops just to get that steering wheel signed. Stop! Almost got me there. Yeah, that's it. Okay, I learned now. I hope. Did I? We will see. What is that? Why is that guy saying stop? What is that guy doing? Look at that. Yeah. Bust a move. That's it. I think it's the first time I've seen that guy. Yeah, we found him. The hammer time maneuver. MC Hammer in the flesh. Morning exercises. Goodness. These guys at SCS sure know how to make their animations. Where are we now anyway? What is MDT? Mountain Daylight Savings Time? Shouldn't it be no daylight saving time anymore? But maybe because this is summer. I don't know how it works. Midday trampolining. Yeah, that kind of fits. I guess we can we can put that in there. Okay, those trees are still a bit green. Maybe Grimes hasn't changed them. Those trees in the distance. Although these ones are very much in line with the theme. But I guess it's not too bad, right? The ones here on the right, they're okay. But the ones in the distance, maybe they need to be a bit, I don't know, darker or less green. It's not too bad, I guess. You can live with it. Oh no! Okay, I was scared. Oh, and we have the thingy. Oh crap. Not a good way to change things in the console while your game is not paused. That was a very close call. It's 3 AM in the UK. Oh yes, very late for you. Thanks a lot, Chi, for hanging out as long as you did. Take care, good night, and have a great weekend. Thank you. Catch you on your next stream. Ooh, lots of oil pumps. Are these oil pumps? I guess, right? What is a fracker? Oil fracker, was it? Is there such a thing as fracking, right? And no, that's not a bad word. But I'm not sure what it is exactly. So apparently Clovis... Where are we delivering this? Somewhere. Yes, oil pumps. Or pump jacks, as they're known here. Ah, okay. Pump jacks it is. But these are not frackers. Okay. Noted. Duly noted. Derek oil pump. Oh man, that jig brake. Beautiful music to my ears. You're watching from Richfield, Minnesota. Ooh, nice. What time is it there? Thank you for joining us all the way from Minnesota. It is when they fracture rock deep underground with a solution of high pressure water and chemical to release gas from the rocks. Ah, so that's why fracking is for fracturing, is it? That makes a lot of sense. Thanks a lot, man. Have a good night. And my engine died. But I don't think we're in a very bad spot. At least not yet. But I think I should have taken a wider berth. That's a very interesting sign. Looks like a chip from a casino. Looks like that sign will fit Vegas more. Having those as the state highways or something. I am from Singapore. So very different time. It is 11 AM here right now. And it is 11 already. Wow, didn't even notice. Okay, let's just finish this and I'll need to go. Crap. Speed up. Have a lunch with Mrs. Clumsy. Is that in Wisconsin? Close enough. Close enough. Let's just leave it at that. Still getting those micro stutters at some points. It is 9:05 PM and it's Thursday. Ah, okay. So that's like 1 hour difference from Eastern time, right? Time zones. Time zone is a very... Time zones and me, we're not very good friends right now. We have an issue in my job with time zones. And because in the US you have how many? 3 time zones? And we're managing like the supply chain, right? So it's traveling from one time zone to the other. And it's really screwing up with the calculations. Oh, it's a headache. I would need to draw it in Excel just to take into account the different time zones and the necessary time adjustments. It's a pain. Good thing you all shift in and out of daylight savings at the same time. At least in the US. Otherwise it would be even worse. But I heard that in Europe, I think there are discussions for having like daylight savings individually per country. And if that happens, nightmare. Nightmare. How do you put that in the system? Oh goodness. This is stock sound. Hey Rohan. Oh, rip! Rip pole! And I thought I was turning perfectly. Time is so rude. I know, right? That's what I told him as well. Look at that guy. Is he actually landing? He is. Ooh, pretty cool. Pretty cool. Oh, sorry. I would say the sounds are very nice. Is it Rohan approved? I'm not sure, but these are SCS stock sounds. I would assume they recorded it straight from the Volvo VNL. Yes, they updated it. I approve. That gives me joy. Because if it's Rohan approved, then it's really good. Nice. And here this Jake brake. I took a look at the definition files, Rohan. There are like 5 or 6 different sounds for the Jake brake, depending on the RPM range you're at. Super varied. Oh yeah, that's right. So how was your morning, Rohan? You woke up in a completely different area. We took your house from Reading to Eureka. We are here. You're just in time for the end of the stream. Better late than never, right? You actually felt that today. You felt like you woke up in a different area. Oh, how perfect is that? Oh, good move. Nice move by our guy blocking that car. And that's the Mr. Go-To guy. Mr. Go. Who is he waving along? Is that MC Hammer again? I can never understand that guy. He's everywhere. Oh crap. Don't tell me this is not enough. Yeah, SCS really upped their game. I think they really know that. I think they discovered the secret now. CM. You might be right there. Yeah, I think SCS has unlocked a new skill. Engine sounds. Now I'm expecting a lot from the future engine sounds from SCS. And that's beautiful because I can stay in vanilla and still have these beautiful sounds. Although, the Volvo VNL model itself, not very good. We had to change the steering wheel. This is not the stock steering wheel. Because the stock steering wheel that they put in was for my summer car. Indicator sounds not so much, they are quite weak. So when you're driving, you barely hear them. I think I should up them at least. But the idle sound of the engine itself, very nice, right? Very nice. Although the best thing is the horn. The horns. Best horns ever. We're using vanilla graphics today on Cascade Stream. Cascade Stream. Who is Cascade? Oh, we got an achievement again. Well, a progress on the achievement. Nice. Piano horn. Exactly. That's the one. Save it. That squeak. Very nice. And voila. Magic trailer once again disappeared. Ah, I see. Making fun of me for using vanilla graphics. Yeah. I would, worst comes to worst, I would go back to vanilla graphics just to maintain an immersive driving experience. But thankfully, I didn't have to do that here because with the default map, it's very optimized. With the default truck, it's very optimized, so the skybox bug was not appearing too often. I think we only had it like 3 or 4 times this stream, so that's not a big issue. But in silent trucking, no go. Displaying the console at any point in silent trucking breaks immersion completely. Thank you. So, thanks everybody. Thank you guys for hanging out and clumsy trucking with me. I'll catch you on Discord, alright? Thanks for watching. Have a nice day. Thank you, Alex, for helping me moderate and filtering all those nasty stuff. Thanks. Have a nice day and catch you in the next one. Yes, because the time zone on your end shifted, so we're 1 hour earlier. Thanks. Bye-bye. And have a great weekend, guys.